Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is, or whatever time it is that you're watching this video. Thank you for clicking on the video, for one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. I would greatly appreciate it. But as I'm sitting here waiting to be loaded by this shipper, I started thinking, like, what's your reason to live? Like, what are some serious reasons that you are thankful for waking up for in the morning time that you don't consciously express gratitude for? Who are the true important people in your life that you couldn't fully function without, or that you don't feel like you could lose? Although whenever you lose them, you don't necessarily lose them. You just lose the physical aspect of that person. Do you know? Pretty sure you do. And just as you have reasons to live and people that you can't be without, I'm pretty sure that goes the other way around with people that care for you and wish nothing but the best for you and don't want you to leave them. Okay, so I say that to say this. Anyone that's been contemplating taking their life or anything like that, I ask you not to be selfish. The reason I say that selfish is because just because there's something that you're going through that you feel could possibly be unbearable, I want you to really look and think deep within, like, if I do this, what am I really going to be missing? Most of the time, from the researching of things that I've done on, people that commit suicide and have depressions and things that they don't talk to people about, most of the time, suicides happen because people wait too late, meaning that it's really an accident, but something happened, and of course they can't take it back because they've taken their life. So before you do anything like that, really think about all the people in your life that you care about and the impact that you would have on them. For one, if you took your own life. Number two, you being taken away from them, whether it be your mother, father, brother, sister, cousin, friend, it does not matter. Whoever it is, it's going to affect somebody way worse than it's going to affect you from taking yourself. And the reason I say that is because it's going to be a lifelong pain for some people. You know, a lot of people don't know how to get over certain deaths and, you know, deal with certain traumas and things like that. You know, so I'll tell you a little story. It's a little something about me anyway. In 2011, the female that I was engaged to, she was pregnant with twins. And 5 days before the babies were supposed to be born, 2 twin girls at that, she died in my arms, and they couldn't save the babies. At that point, that is where I lost my mind. Because in that moment of time, I lost the person that I really, really deeply cared about. Somebody that I felt like I couldn't live without. And then to add on top of it, she was bearing children of mine. And then the worst thing of all, I watched her take her last breaths with an S. Holding her hand, she's looking me dead in the eyes. There's nothing I can do about it, because I didn't know anything that was going on. I went into a great state of depression after that. You know, I stayed away from family. I didn't talk to any of my friends. I really disconnected from the world in one of the most horriblest ways. And I went into a very, very dark place, you know. In the beginning, I did think about if I was to take my own life, but I never let it get that far, you know, because nothing is that bad for you to want to take your own life, you know, even if you talk about it or even had actual thoughts of doing it. That's really selfish, because at the end of the day, whatever it is that we're going through, it'll pass, you know. And the most significant outcome that I've experienced through my form of depression and grievance was that I became a much stronger person. I started seeing life for what it was, meaning we're put here on this earth for a limited amount of time. We never know when we're going to go, but we are put here to have a beautiful experience of unknown experiences, because we don't know the experience that we're supposed to experience. And that's a major part of life. But as we experience the experiences that we do have, we learn from them. If there are mistakes that come about, we make sure we hone in on those mistakes and be sure that we don't make the same mistake again. But more so involving death and depression, things like that, just know nothing lasts forever. That's how I look at it. I mean, it changed me in ways that people could possibly say were bad, but I don't really think so. I think it just really opened my eyes to the meaning of life and what goes on, and how sometimes you'll never understand how a person is feeling until you go through what they've been through. But 9 times out of 10, a lot of people won't go through what I went through, and no one can ever tell you, if you've been through something like that, no one can ever tell you they know how you feel, or whatever you've been through that has traumatized you in a matter of making you become badly depressed, sunken, feeling like all hope is lost and you don't know where you belong in the world anymore. No one can tell you that they know how you feel, But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, man. If you're watching this and you even thought about taking your life or anything like that, please don't do it. You're way more valuable than you know. You're as perfectly imperfect as you're supposed to be, and you have so much more potential within yourself to unlock. You just really have to fight through it. And I fought through everything by myself. Like, I talked to people after a few years or whatever about it, but I was never the same. I'm not the same person now. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I am as joyful, but I don't play as much as I used to. Not that I just take everything serious, but I just know there's you can't joke around all the time, But yeah, I kind of forgot where I was at. But anyway, yeah, man, just take everything one day at a time. However you have to release the feelings that you feel, do that, just as long as it's not in any way to harm yourself. If anybody becomes judgmental of you, don't worry about them, because they don't know what you're going through. And 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't be able to bear the pressure that you feel like you're under or anything like that. There's always a way to figure it out. You just have to search deep within, A lot of self-talk, good self-talk. Don't let the negative self-talk overpower, because that's when things start happening that shouldn't happen, I don't know you, but I can say this from the bottom of me: I love you, and you're better than that. Be greater than that. Be stronger than that. Don't give in. Don't give up. Always continue to strive better. Let's just try to take this life and place it back on track as much as we can, because we just have to get over these major hurdles. That's about all I have. Your life is your life. Once it's gone, it's gone. And we don't know what happens after we transcend to whatever other life form that there is, whether it be heaven or hell, or if you turn into a butterfly or a freaking squirrel or something like that, you know? Either way, just know that you're way stronger than you feel at the moment. And no matter what, you'll always get through it. Might take some time, but you get through it. And once you do get through it, you feel like you come up out the fire, because you really have. You really come from hell. And you find yourself. You find yourself because after you've lost yourself, depression is losing yourself. But it's a mind state. Like I said, you just have to come up out of it. You kind of climb out of that thing. But yeah, you'll find yourself, and your life is going to change drastically. In what ways, I can't tell you, because everybody's different. I'm just one person with a story. I'm pretty sure multiple people around the world have many different stories. But yeah, man, I just want to shed that light on that situation. I'll also say this before I depart from this video. I just recently got over the full depression. Maybe it's 2020 right now. It's probably around 2016, 17. The first time I actually went to the gravesite. Yeah, it was somewhere around that time. But I'm great. I have many things to live for. My children are the most major reason that I live and do the things that I do, and study and elevate myself in the manners that I do, so that I can teach them the same way and kind of give them sort of a blueprint to life, in a sense, you know, because nobody really knows what life is about until you go through life and experience certain things, and certain things will reshape your mind into a greater thinking, and more so thinking outside the box and things like that. But yeah, I'm done. Like I said, I love you. You're way stronger than that. Believe me. Believe in yourself. Know that you're the most unique person in this world, because you're you. Nobody's like you, and nobody will ever be like you. So create a greater impression. Bring happiness back to your life however it is that you can, but get out of that state. Till next time, as always, stay healthy, stay happy, keep love in your heart. See you guys later. Peace.